Heyo, and we're back. First, almost randomation. I hate to break it to you, but actually third. Heyo. So FBI actually made it first. Man, you guys are as excited as I am almost to get this thing on the road. So I don't know if you can see it, but the little thing that I called... I think you guys could hear me the whole time. No, I guess you guys couldn't. Oh, well, I've been talking to you guys the whole time. Sorry, randomation. A little bit of a loss you had to take there, bud. But we're all still friends, so we're good. I called this stream, by the way. I changed the name of this stream, and it says that we're getting into the fray of it. And the reason why is because we're about to jump into our first hunt of the game. And we're going to hunt some little baby jagresses. Nothing too crazy, but we're going to get a feel for how exactly some of the combat may or may not work. So let's get into this bitch. In this game you can party up. That's what this loading screen is. It allows you to do certain things which are really useful, and if you're forgetful like me, like sitting down at the cantina and eating your meat and veg. This is like the most fucking useful part of this game. You get all kinds of bonuses to your stats by just sitting down and eating a meal before every hunt. I got really weak ass ones for right now because what can you do? So I'm going to choose to get the unpredictable platter, and we're just going to munch down on some of that, and we get to see the best chefs around, these little palakitikos, who are just my friends. He's grilling up a fish. He's putting on some garnish. It's tastiness up in here. Yeah, I don't eat very graceful. But anyway, it's tasty looking. Let's see here. So I am ready. Cool. Stop at Reddit and I'm watching a stream. Yeah. I would love to hear a joke, FBI. Tell it to me. Put it in my ears, would you? We're waiting. If you guys, I don't know if you guys really care about the stories on this. It's really weak. Very, like, thin story here. Okay, yeah, we'll go for it. Now this is the part of this game that I'm very, very, very bad at, and that is just making sure that I get my items. Because you get free items every time you jump into one. Nope, we care about you. Thank you. Want to hear a joke from me? Wait. Some people have 4 teeth. It's simple meth. You know what, dude? I live in Montana now. You'd be surprised how much that joke hits home for me. There's just some meth heads out here. And all in all, Montana's a great state. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean to sound like I don't like it. I'm from California. So, to be fair, meth is like the least of our concerns in Cali. There's some wild shit going on. What does this want from me? Okay. And Banana, we would love to hear something from you.
I'll mark gathering sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
So the way that this is working out now, and you'll see like more and more. Ooh, so you want to pick stuff up a lot in this game. By the way, if anybody cares to play this at some point, herbs automatically make potions for you. They automatically mix things into your items when you pick them up. Herbs make potions. Honey and potions make mega potions. An Irish person walks out of a bar. Beautiful. I've heard it before. It never gets old. So these are the monsters we're after, in case you couldn't tell. I have to get a little used to this game, but I think we'll be okay. It's brutal. Circle, I believe, and yep. And we want... Oh, right, okay. So here's the deal with katanas. Your goal always with a katana is to get that little red blade sign there. Go ahead, FBI. I'll get to you when I can, bud. I'm paying a little more attention right now, but I'm checking out the comments. Don't worry. You want to get that red blade there with these combos with the R2 button. You just have to hit the last hit, and it upgrades for you. And you always want to be upgrading that with a katana, because that's how you get stronger and stronger and stronger. The little yellow blade up there is actually the weapon's durability, quote unquote. It doesn't really... What's worse than finding... a man walks into a bar with a slab of asphalt and he says, "Beer please and one for the road." Beautiful. What's worse than finding a worm in your apple? The Holocaust. This is true. The Holocaust is worse than that. What goes down well with ice? The Titanic. I've never heard that one. That's actually took me by surprise. I'm not going to make you feel bad, Banana. I want you to know that you're hardly going to find somebody who appreciates a low-key good Jewish joke or any kind of thing like that than me. I am Jewish, just so you know. I'm not offended. Don't get upset. I know way worse ones than you will know, so I promise you that. So essentially, when it comes to collecting, this game is all about materials. These things right here, blind things, make it real easy to get a good stun and jump on these guys. What fruit won't produce? Cantaloupe? Yeah, no kidding. The nice thing about this mission is it's just so damn easy. I can just talk to you guys and enjoy myself. It will get hairy way down the road. Additionally, in case you guys are wondering just how long this game gets, there are plenty of animals to hunt down, or the, monsters. I keep saying animals, I don't mean to. And I think maybe all in all there's like maybe 12 or 15 monsters that you can hunt throughout this game. Not these little guys, but like the actual big monsters. But each hunt, they give you 50 minutes. You never need the 50 minutes. I'll tell you that right now. At least I never need the 50 minutes. And all of this stuff that I'm picking up, all of its materials. Materials go towards building everything, because in this game you don't just get armor or buy armor. You have to build it. If you want anything decent, you have to build it, period. Even your weapons. So, materials. Let's crack a cold one and share some jokes. Cracking a cold one with the boys? I'm down. A man walks into a bar. Fuck, who put this pole on the sidewalk? Yeah, no kidding. I'm trying to remember how to just get on with it. How do I don't remember how to just get to the point where... whatever. We're already there. Quest complete. Cool. I'm hot. No, baby, you. Yeah, FBI, you got it. No, you. Your mom gay. I know we don't have the AC, huh? It's hot as shit. So that's your standard. That's the actual thing about playing this game. That's all the ins and outs of this actual game. That's how every level functions, basically. And aside from that, it's just hunting from there. You gotta find footprints a lot of the time, and keep finding footprints to identify what you're hunting and be better at tracking it, or more specifically, the scout flies get better at tracking it by finding more pieces of evidence. Your hilarious kill you. I'm not going to kill you, and you remind me of a character named Filler Bunny, which was a Newgrounds type of little comic book character type thing. Where's Shane at? What, I'm not good enough? Shane does a lot of editing, so in order to kind of lighten the load on him and also to provide you guys with the material you want to see, turn on voice chat? No. I proposed to him that maybe if he wants to do, his mobile stuff, his mobile gaming, then I'd be happy to do some streaming, and he can just jump in and jump out when he wants. So when he's available, he's more than welcome. When he's not available, that's fine too. I am actually going to look for and try to remember how to get these fools offline for this game. Oh, I think I know how. What else did I miss? An inside joke me and my friend have is Weedle Needle, which is Pokemon Weedle's dong. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see it. Our mom gay lol Soviet anthem plays. Thank God somebody else here likes PewDiePie. I felt like the only person. What do I have in common with Filler Bunny? Oh, Filler Bunny was just that comment, literally. Filler Bunny was a little pink rabbit who was genetically created, and all he wanted to do was die. but every time he would die, he would just come right back to life because that's how they created him to be. So yeah, you like Pewd? I like Pewds too. He's neat. And Pewds was one of the very first YouTubers that I like really started watching too. And it's funny because I'm part of, I guess we're few, but I'm part of a group of people who does not like to watch. It's not that I don't like to watch, it's that I prefer more like T-series. No kidding. I prefer the stuff he does now to when he was a gamer by like a huge margin. Yeah, meme review. Exactly. Did I just have to speak with him? Yeah? Okay. Anyway, I'll figure out how to get back offline of this. Monster Hunter goes in 2 modes. It goes in this little mode that just has people popping in and out constantly. You don't actually see any of them unless you go to the quote-unquote upstairs. The 5th floor of this whole place is like just a little social hub, a little tiny one, but they're all kind of attached to the server, and it allows people to jump into quests for you if you make them public. Yeah, no kidding.
So don't worry about having to check 2 places.
Meme review. Your hamster's being noisy? Ordinarily, I have 2 hedgehogs, and ordinarily they're being noisy. I actually have to pull the wheel out of their cage all the time because they won't stop fucking being noisy as shit all the time. How long will you stream? I haven't really decided. I haven't thought about it and decided, really. I got on kind of late. I don't know how long I've been on for. Look, spooky monster scream. Yeah, exactly. I don't think that matters, but anyway. Lucky voucher, sure. I'm not going to use a lucky voucher. Lucky vouchers double the money and increase the chance of getting rare rewards on this game. So sit onto them, hold on to them like a penny pincher as much as you can. I'm going to pay with money. Oh yeah. It's been a long while since I played this game, so it looks kind of different to me. So I'm getting tripped up by some stuff. You do have school, so you might not be able to stay the whole time. Don't even worry about it. The reason I'm streaming here on YouTube and not on Twitch is that these stay on the channel. So you can come back to them when you have the ability to. I know it's kind of late, and it's Sunday. I'm Mountain Time Zone, I think. So for me, it's 8:12 right now. I don't know how many of you guys are on the East Coast or West Coast. So it could be as late as 10 o'clock. So if you need to go to bed, go to bed. Feel free. Don't stay up on my behalf. You don't have Twitch. Well, I've been toying with the idea of doing Twitch in the future. But trust me when I say that you guys will be the first to find out. It will be on our channel well before it goes on Twitch. We have a Twitch for the Horse Slappers. We haven't really gotten into it. You go to bed at 10:30. You got it.
Okay.
Well, I don't think I'll be on that long to begin with. I think I'll do this mission and maybe one more mission, and then I'll hop off for the night. But now that you guys have a little taste of it, we might just be coming back to this tomorrow night, actually. It would probably be, if I do get on tomorrow night, it'll probably be closer to... Are these Kestodon? I hope I'm not just murdering random animals. You know what? I don't think these are Kestodon. They're not. I feel like this is just a group of friends sitting on a couch playing games. I have very few... I keep very few friends, and this is exactly what it is to have friends. Your experience here is exactly what it's like. What's up, Dan Demogorgus? You freaking savage. I see you shedding some love on this channel. Anybody who's over there that wants to go and check out Dan Demogorgus' channel, by the way, feel free to. He's a super cool guy and very down to earth, and he's got a YouTube channel by that name. Do it. Yeah. Shane and I will be recording at some point. That's why I don't plan on staying up too terribly late. He and I, we don't really have a set recording schedule. It's more like record as much as we can when we can and also feel like it and know we're going to be turning out some pretty decent episodes. So, just whenever. Hannah is a friend, as it turns out. Yeah. Yeah, she's a friend. We're all cool. You guys can, we can all be friends. We're good. I think Kestodons are usually down here. I guess they're not right now. Oh, he wants me to go over there. I'm just not paying attention to him. Bone piles. Sleep? Oh, David, you and YouTuber, you don't have feelings. Huh. I live in Arkansas. I don't know the time zone. You live in Arkansas and it's 9:12 for you, then you are in Central. That's the time zone. So it's Pacific, which is, West Coast, Cali, Oregon, Washington, and I think a couple others. Yeah, man. I hope you're loving the live stream. I'm working hard at it just for you. Pacific, Mountain, Central, East Coast, or Eastern Standard Time is what they call it. So just in case you were curious. Where does he want me to go? I can't tell. Also, get mining outcrops if you play this game all the time. Yeah, Dan Demogorgus, man. That's our boy. Hardly anybody gives us as much consistent love and support and admiration as you do, bro. So you don't even have to thank me for the shout out. You got it. It's 7:15 here. So you're on the West Coast, FBI. So you're either in Cali, Oregon, Washington, or I think maybe Nevada, Arizona maybe? No, that's too far over. Idaho? Feels like a Game Grumps session with 8 people. Huh. And Game Grumps are, I'm not saying that they're not an inspiration. I love the Game Grumps, don't get me wrong, they're amazing. We're certainly different from them in a lot of ways, and we're certainly similar in a lot of ways, and I think really what it boils down to is Dan and Aaron from the Game Grumps are good friends, very good friends, and they enjoy what they do, and they like making people smile. And that's the same thing between Shane and I. We're very good friends, we're very close, we like making people smile. And that's all it comes down to. So, yeah, if you guys consider us friends, I consider us friends. So, it's good. Kestodon are assholes. They will attack you. Much unlike other stuff. Oregon does sound familiar, if you know what I mean, huh? I'm, watching that and not paying attention over here. See? Assholes. Alright. Alright. Oh, yeah? Dysentery, huh? I never got into the Oregon Trail. I know a lot of people did. Oh, I forgot. Kestodon's heads are, impervious to being attacked. I forgot about that. Ah, what an asshole. You do, in order to use this weapon, by the way, what makes it tough is it's a big weapon, so it's kind of slow. But also, you have to finish combos like that. Follow the freedom trail. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to pay a little bit of attention here, fellows. I'm gonna kill the little babies and then we'll get back to Big Daddy Kestodon. Because I'm evil. Mwahaha. Bitch! Got you that time. Thanos car. Thanos anything, dude. Thanos Strident Gum Pack, because it's a little striped sometimes. Whoops. It's just like Dark Souls. Yeah, right. Johnny. No, not Johnny. Furries are big weapons. Yeah. Okay. So we need to find some more Kestodons. The other thing that's interesting about this game that you don't see a whole lot is the disintegration, or what's the word I'm looking for, when your weapons kind of start to fall apart, whatever it is. That is really interesting because each weapon has different durability. That's the word I was looking for. And with the durability, yellow is really garbage, but it's what all of the starter weapons have, and you have to keep it as good as it gets. So it goes red is the worst, red, orange-ish, yellow, and then green, and then blue, and then white. And you want it ideally to be as good as it gets, and then you'll always be in a good spot. Yeah, I mean, have you ever watched Thunderfoot? No, I have not. Any spooky games planned for October? You've been playing Evil Within and Dead by Daylight. Oh, you've been enjoying them. We're definitely going to play some more Dead by Daylight at some point. I think for October. So this is the shit thing. I'm not the biggest of fans of it, but ever since Origins, I am a pretty big Assassin's Creed fan. and October is going to be king for Assassin's Creed because Odyssey comes out, and I love history if it's the right kind of history, and Greek gods and Greek mythology is like some of my favorite stuff. It's just a lot of fun. So I'm definitely going to be playing the crap out of that. I don't know how much I'll play on the show. It's up to you guys, obviously. But I'll definitely, I think we'll probably finish out. We could do a couple things. Evil Within's a pretty long game when you do 15-minute episodes, so we might finish that one out. We have been taking a little bit of a break from it, just because we've got other games that we wanted to play and get back to, like Final Fantasy. But Evil Within 2 is definitely on, it's definitely a possibility for maybe streaming. I've been thinking a lot about possibly streaming, what's the name of it? The one with Hayden Panettiere, the actress, and she was in it, and it plays kind of like a movie. Until Dawn. And that's what I might be streaming for you guys. But Dead by Daylight's a definite. Like, I love that game. It's so much fun. And I'm apparently just a super merc when it comes to the killer side of that equation. Let's see. My grandpa, it won't ever beat Solitaire. That was revolutionary. Yeah. You know what? My grandpa too, dude. I don't know what it is with grandpas, but Solitaire is like the ultimate. That's older folks' Skyrim right there. Ugh, this guy's being a dick. Hey, what's up, Gabrabel? My mouth stopped working. They should swap the word disintegration to Thanos snap. Yeah, petition Webster's dictionary to put it into, or a thesaurus to put it in. You've never watched a horror movie? You know what? You're not missing much, Banana. I don't care for horror movies at all. Not because they scare me, but because I find them pretty boring. I don't think they're very good. You know, horror movies are great for people who like to be scared and are ready to be scared and get scared pretty easily. But, and I could be wrong, and if I'm offending anybody who's adamantly loves horror movies, sorry, not sorry. But I like dialogue and things like that, and that's something that you just won't find in a horror movie. It's just not what they're about, you know? Cards Against Humanity is amazing. There's, you know, anything like that is going to be really cool. I'm as far as like board games and stuff like that, Shane and I played Monopoly on the show. We loved it. It was not Shane's favorite moment in life, but it's okay. We forgive him and love him anyway. But no, my favorite is probably Risk or chess. I like strategy games like that when it comes to quiet things and board games. Man, I might finally have this dude. This mission's taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. And you want a piece, don't you? You sure do.
Hey, come here.
Oh boy. Sorry you haven't kept up with Gabrielle. It's not a big deal at all. We're just glad to have you here when we have you here. Don't even apologize. Don't worry about it. Been doing anything anyways, and we're plenty busy too, so we definitely get the grind. Swap the disintegration. Hell yeah, Assassin's Creed Until Dawn and Dead by Daylight. Yeah, and Assassin's Creed Origins looks amazing. Amazing. And that's, I mean, I thought that, I'm sorry, not Origins, Odyssey. I thought Origins was freaking fantastic. And, whoop, I guess it's going to force me to go talk to this guy. Yeah, no problem. I thought Origins was fantastic. I, had a pretty good interest in Egyptian stuff and, Egypt at that time and everything. But man, I didn't expect that it was going to be as good as it was. To be fair, the last Assassin's Creed game that I played before Origins was Assassin's Creed 2. And I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed Unity, but I love the French Revolution time period. I think it's very fascinating. And so it was just a huge letdown. They bit off way too much. They bit off way more than they could chew. And, you can't win them all, but still, it was just, what a disappointment. You can imagine the crossover between us and the Game Grumps. I don't think it'll ever happen. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to knock it. I would love to hang out with those two dudes. They seem like my kind of people, but... and this, by the way, this is the hunting thing. This is where you're tracking people and everything. And I'm going to eat one of these because it fills up my stamina. Maxes it out and makes it drain half as fast. So he went down here, huh? Go. Monch. Yeah. You don't like Dead by Daylight? You know, I can imagine why. As far as I don't know how it is to watch. I mean, I think it's really interesting to watch. I think it's more interesting when you're with a group of friends, and you're all playing it. But I'll tell you right now, for a PvP game, if you are willing to put in the number, like 5 or 6 hours of intro stuff to get used to how that game handles, it's not bad. I would have been hesitant too. I mean, I jumped on the boat way late because it had been a thing for the longest ass time. This is Monster Hunter. This is one of my favorite games. It's been a long time since I've come to it because I nearly burnt myself out on it initially. A good friend of mine, his name is Jake, a very good friend of mine. We played this like crazy when it first came out, and in the first week that it released, I played like 100 hours nearly in like a week and a half. So this is the Great Jagras. I'm not worried about going back to base or any of that. This fool's going down. I know what I can do. So this is my first quote-unquote wyvern, or if you'd rather, and I would rather, monster hunt in this playthrough. And it's the Jagras, and he's weak sauce. Excuse me. I don't know why this fool's coaching me on things that I've already been talking about. You want to get some distance anytime you use an item against a monster because they just are relentless sometimes. But the nice thing is my Palico, who, don't feel bad for him, they are virtually indestructible in this game. I have hardly ever seen my Palico get knocked out. But they make very good bait. If you all noticed by Game Grumps, if you all got noticed by Game Grumps, you would suddenly start getting tons more views. Yeah, no kidding. From your mouth to God's ears, as my dad would say. And plenty other people. I'm sure my grandma would say that too, actually. Oh, don't I want to take hits like that? I thought that's what this game was all about, buddy. He also brings me health sometimes. Thank you for that. I keep wanting to call him Scrubbles. That was the name that I gave my Palico in my playthrough. Was Scrubbles. So, and my main character's name was, I hate to say it, but actually I don't hate to say it, there was a part of me that loved the fact that I named him this, but his name was Peen Lord. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Giovanni? Oh, I can't believe I let him get away. Nice to have you in here. And subs. Yep. I left for a second. Don't worry about it. Double Trouble. Nice to meet you. I'm sure that I've seen you on here before, but your name doesn't sound immediately familiar to me. So, sorry if you've been super active or if maybe you changed your name or something. But welcome in. Love having you. And don't be talking about getting my ass beat. I'm trying to read the comments while I'm playing this too, man. Cut me a little tiny piece of slack. 100 hours in 1 week. It was a week and a half. And when I say 100, it's probably like 94 hours. But I went to work, I came home, I played the shit out of this game, went to sleep way late. Oh God, he's eating. Damn it. And then got up the next day and did it again. I was like, my life was dedicated to this game when it first came out. What else we got? Randomation. You're one and the same? So you changed your name? What's up? Why you gotta do that to me, man? I'm just playing. You do what you want to do. I like it. I like the new profile pic, too. Oh my God. Thank you. Thanks, Navi. Okay, you might get a Switch for Christmas. I hope you do get a Switch for Christmas, and allow me to be the first to tell you, I don't know how you feel about turn-based games, but that's the other game, thank you for reminding me, that I've been playing a ton of lately, is Octopath Traveler by Square Enix. Holy hell, it's amazing. If you have the opportunity to play it, get your hands on it or whatever, do it. Still, that's crazy. Yeah. It was a lot of gameplay. A lot of gameplay. And I don't regret it because it's an amazing game, and whoa, and especially when it came out, I don't know if maybe it just came out at a really good time, but there wasn't a whole lot else like anywhere near as good as this game when it came out. Yeah, FBI gets it. I'm pretty much the same way. I let myself hate a game from playing it too much before I jump to the next game. And that's one thing that, starting this channel with Shane and everything else has been really good for, is the fact that I'm actually playing games more consistently and in a wider variety than I'm used to, which I'm sure some people, you know, would take it or leave it, but as somebody who really loves video games and just can't usually find the time for them, I love it. I'm also the king at starting new games and jumping away from them for a ridiculously long period of time. What else? Turn-based like Fire Emblem or Pokemon? Both of those are turn-based games. Octopath Traveler is made by Square Enix and sticks true. Oh, I'm gonna die right now. Oh, thank you, Scrubbles. I mean, Coffee Bean, whatever I named you. What's it? What was it? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, Octopath Traveler is made by Square Enix. Square Enix makes all of the Final Fantasy games. And that's much more like the old school Final Fantasy games are a lot like what Octopath Traveler is like. The graphics are kind of like pixelized graphics. They're like pixel art type stuff. And there's not a whole lot of character animation, but the dialogue is pretty cool. There's separate storylines, and it's kind of all about the backstories of the 8 characters you follow around in it. And most especially... oh, he sees me. He does now. Big bitch. The music and like the actual audio from that game is astoundingly good, especially and even on the Switch, even on the TV when you plug it into the dock. And I play on a pretty large TV. I was pretty surprised that it was as good as it was. This guy just made me waste my combo, so I'm a little peeved. Is Earthbound turn-based? Earthbound is turn-based. Earthbound is actually a really unique turn-based game. And I don't know if you're asking because you played it and you're looking to see, you know, how it would be qualified or how it would be categorized. But the other one that's a lot like it, but in a very different fashion for what it wants out of the combat, is Undertale, which is actually a modern game that was inspired by Earthbound and the Mother series and expounded upon that way. That's what's going on with dying. Alright, hang on 1 second. I'm going to read all your comments. But Homeboy's got to go down. Katana was probably a really bad pick for a weapon type to use while I'm streaming, by the way. So, turn-based like Fire Emblem, I got that. That reminds me of one day where I played... Oh, it's a new account. Okay. You played a DS game for 16 hours in one day. I've done it. I did that with Monster Hunter on the DS, as a matter of fact. And also Soul Silver, because my very first video game that I owned was Pokemon Crystal version, which is an offshoot of Silver and Gold, and Soul Silver was the remake of those, and an amazing one at that. Will I stream on Switch? I don't know about streaming on Switch. We are definitely working towards getting some much, much better equipment, which will afford us the ability to record our gameplay on the Switch, and we will be doing that because we want to play Breath of the Wild for you guys, and there's a bunch of other games that are going to be really amazing. Gabrielle, you actually brought up Fire Emblem earlier. Fire Emblem is probably my absolute favorite series all around. I cannot wait for the one that they're going to come out with for the Switch next year. I'm like ecstatic for it. Ugh, I put away my weapon by accident. Coffee Bean, will you distract this Joker for me for a second? Okay, cool. So this guy's nice and tired. He's got to be close to death. Oh, finally, a knockdown. Yeah, that's my chance, alright. Wow. I'm gonna womp on him real quick. What you know about this, homie? Parts broken? All sorts of jam? Hit me with your tail, I dare you. Okay, so now if I remember correctly, how do I do my... This is it. Oh, I can't believe I've never seen it get interrupted before. They must have changed that. That's my favorite move. And I think I might have almost cut off his tail. What else we got? I milk my games, then dry switch. Is that what did I just read that right? I milk my games, dry, then switch games. Okay, yeah. I understand you. And I get where you're coming from, too. I do not, actually. I get really excited about a game. I play way too much of it. And typically, by the way, I don't play shorter games. I almost always play excruciatingly long games. Like typically 40 hours is like the benchmark of like the lowest I will play. Which is why I loved The Witcher so damn much, is because it's, oh my god, already these things will not get off of me. The Witcher is a very long game if you want it to be, and it's a very, very, very good game. I'm just gonna switch areas.
Chances are it'll retreat to its nest to recuperate.
I'm going the wrong way. I'm going way the wrong way. And so I'll play the shit out of a game for a long while, and then I'll just kind of drop it because I'll get bored. And I'll go to a new game, and then I'll come back to that game and play the shit out of it some more. The other game that I did that a ton with was a PS3 game, and it went to PS4, and it's called the particular bundle that you could usually get is called Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Amazing game. One of the greatest I have ever played, and I'm not shy about putting that title on it because it has earned it every bit. I don't remember how to get to this thing. Hang on. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Let's see. I hardly ever play video games. I'm into music, but it's cool that you enjoy yourself. Gabrielle, I'm actually into books and music. I love video games, and I spend a lot of time doing things that I love and everything, but music, absolutely. And I'll put it right out there before the questions start rolling in. Arctic Monkeys, The Strokes, The Black Keys, The White Stripes, things like that. That's what I'm way all about. Those are like the benchmark for my musical tastes. I love Queen. I love this. I love the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, all that classic rock too. But yeah, the Strokes are my absolute favorite, and then Arctic Monkeys probably take a very close second. They actually had an album came out this year that was probably one of my favorites ever. Dan Demogorgus says, Octopath Traveler is cool. I still need to finish it though. You and I both, my man. I'm only about, I don't know, maybe 16 or 17. No, not even that. I'm about maybe 12 hours into it right now, and it can be a pretty good size game. Let's see. What else did I miss? Wombo combo this bitch. I did wombo combo this bitch eventually. You did play it. You did play what? What was it? Earthbound. Yes. Undertale is a great game, and actually we played it on this channel if you want to check it out at some point. We played at what's called a neutral route. It's a game that's based around like your choices, and it's very heavily influenced that way. So it's kind of interesting for that. Let's see what else you guys said now that I have some time to read all your comments. Sorry, I was like super fucking intense for a second. So you're going to be playing more Switch games, takes off sunglasses? Very much so. We hope to be playing more Switch games. It's going to be soon. We're actually just about finished saving up for an amazing computer between Shane and I, and we're going to snatch up a new computer and work on it a little bit and get it up to snuff and throw a capture card in there so we can make higher quality videos and we can record on the Switch. And we will be playing some Switch. Can't wait for Katamari Re-Rolled. Shit, you drank orange juice. That was a mistake. Katamari, I have this argument all the damn time with a close friend of mine named Dan, who's done a couple of playthroughs with Shane and I, a couple short ones, Old Man's Journey and the DLC for Outlast, which is called Whistleblower. You're ready for Animal Crossing. I didn't know there was a new Animal Crossing coming out, and I'd be very ready for it. By the way, this monster here is called the Puke, and he is my favorite for armor and weapons at the beginning of the game. But he's an ugly son of a bitch. His armor's pretty cool, though. You've done that with Guild Wars 2 on and off for years, played it a lot, and then got tired of it and repeated. Bingo. That's kind of me with a lot of stuff. I do that with Skyrim all the time. Skyrim's my favorite game of all time. And I repeatedly, like, I've bought it on everything. I've bought it for the Switch. I bought it for the VR. As a matter of fact, I bought the VR for it. I bought it for the PlayStation 3 when it came out. I bought it for the PlayStation 4 when it came out. And I bought it for the Xbox One when I had one before I decided to trade it in because I got real sick and tired of Microsoft changing the dashboard every week. You're wearing a Ninja Sex Party shirt? Nice. Very nice. I need to get some Ninja Sex Party gear. Those are my boys. Danny's got the voice of a fucking angel. Let's see. Cool Patrol Dance is the best NSP song. False. Cool Patrol Dance is not the best NSP song. The song that's the best, I believe, is called The Choice. And it's a song about whether or not a girl should want to sleep with Danny or Ninja Brian. A hard choice, I know, but somehow Ninja Brian edges out the competition without saying a damn word. Your friend's name is Dan? Yes, my friend's name is Dan. No, it's not Dan Evidan. He's Cheesy Dan. I just call him Danny Boy. We met working together a while back, and so did Shane and him. Let's see. Oh, he's cute. Who is cute? The fucking lizard thing? He's fucking my bane. I always wanted to play Skyrim, but I couldn't get into it. You know what? It takes a kind of person. Not everybody loves Skyrim. A lot of people will tell you Skyrim's the most overrated game of all time. Those people are haters. I love Skyrim. I don't blame anybody for not liking Skyrim. There's an awful lot to go on there. Whoops. Let's see. I like Heartboner. Not a bad song. You love Road Trip. Not a bad song. It's called The Decision. Thank you, Banana. I shortened it to a crude and rudimentary version of the word decision. Again, get on that thesaurus game, folks. A very hard choice. Bangladesh. Yeah. Danny, don't you know? That was a cover, and my favorite cover that they have done is probably... Oh god, it's a toss-up. I really adore the cover that they did of Toto's Africa, and not because Africa is a meme right now, and it's probably a meme because of them, but because it's an amazing song and he does an amazing job with it. But I think my favorite would probably be Elton John's Rocket Man. My least favorite, I can tell you without a doubt, is Wish You Were Here, which was a Pink Floyd song. And the reason why is because much as I do love them, and Danny's voice is great, don't get me wrong, it's not hard to have a better voice than either Roger Waters or David Gilmour from Pink Floyd, but it is hard to play a Pink Floyd song that's guitar heavy and also not have a very technically skilled guitarist on your group. And that's something they didn't have. The guitarist they have is great, but he's not David Gilmour great. Roses are red. Flowers are thin. Man accuses his cat for downloading child porn, not him. Wow. I wish I would ever meet somebody who would accuse their cat for downloading child porn, to be completely honest. Danny Don't You Know is a cover, isn't it? I could swear that Danny Don't You Know is a cover. Let me double check. Wow, no, Danny Don't You Know is an original song. I'm getting it confused with something else. Then you know what? No, somebody did do that. My favorite cover is Don't Lose My Number. Yeah. I guess it is an original song, and the fact that it is it blows me the fuck away, because that is an amazing song. An amazing song, like way above and beyond. I mean, I know they're good songwriters, but typically their songwriting skill comes out of the fact that they're comedians. Yeah, that I definitely see that, Gabrielle. I understand it now, and I literally thought that he covered the song, that it was a cover of a different song, and that he just felt like it fit him in his younger life so well. And also they got Finn Wolfhard to be in it, and Finn Wolfhard is literally just a clone of Danny Evidan. There's no, you will never convince me that Finn Wolfhard is not a genetically created clone of Danny Evidan. That song made you cry? You know, I can see it. That's a really emotional, really tearjerker type of song. What about Rocket Man? Yeah, that's what I said. Rocket Man's my favorite. That's my favorite cover that they did. And my least favorite would be Wish You Were Here. Besides Rocket Man, though, is probably Africa by Toto. Okay, so I just wanted to eat real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually save it here, and then I'm gonna call it a night. All this food can't be healthy for this dude. No, we're on the high cholesterol diet. We're on the heart attack by age 40 diet. Let's get this terrible party started. Is your favorite NSP song? Good choice. You need to charge your phone. The message at the end, to all the nerds of the world, rock on, that really resonated with me. I feel it. What about Twerp? Yeah, I like Twerp a lot. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, though. Good, I need to charge and sleep. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm just trying to catch up with all your guys' comments. They all came in all at one time, and that's just fine by me, and especially because I'm not in the middle of getting whomped on by a fat lizard. But I hope you guys all enjoyed yourself. I know for a fact I did. My voice is a little ragged because it's at the very end of a day full of talking for me, being social. You will never sleep? Don't sleep then, bro. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Thank you guys for coming in, and no, you're the best. I'm not going to get into this no you hang up type of deal with you guys, though. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping in, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends and family who you think would like what we do. Thanks a lot, guys.